Maxx Crosby is a dude that has been talked about as a possible trade target with the Raiders for some time.
Yep.
I think for a lot of that time, it's been kind of nonsense because I don't think Crosby wanted to leave Vegas. Like, that organization took a chance on him. He was a fourth rounder. I think he's overcome some personal demons to become the player he is. They've since paid him very well. He's found a lot of success with that organization. But it seems like that time is coming to an end.
Yeah.
Jay Glazer, of all the big national NFL reporters, there's Schefter, Garofalo, Rappaport, Pelissero, Rossini, Jeremy Fowler. Like, there's a lot of them, right? Glazer operates in kind of a different avenue. Like, he doesn't get involved in a lot of the transactional stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when he has something, it's usually big. Like, he waits on big.
And what I know about Glazer is Glazer has a connection with players. A lot of players. And a lot of time when I hear him speak, it sounds like he's talked to the player. You know what I mean? So I've hung around Jay many a times, and there are certain reporters that I hear agent, I hear team, I hear player. With Jay, I always hear player.
And I think the level of trust is so significant and it's not just players. I think players, ownership, coaches, that he's not looking like I see it in my work as a reporter, right? There are people that are looking all the time. Every conversation is attempting to get information that can be reported.
Yeah.
And then there's times where you're just hanging out and talking, and you could build a different level of trust because I'm not looking to take everything to the air or to social media all the time.
100.
So when Jay Glazer says this about the Maxx Crosby situation with the Raiders, it resonates with me, Professor Landini.
I think his time with the Raiders is done.
I do.
Okay. Before the draft?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Is there a landing spot that makes sense in your opinion?
A ton of them. I'm not going to say what it is yet because I'm going to try and help it out.
Sure. What kind of haul do you think realistically a Maxx Crosby gets in general?
He, probably more than Micah. Wow. So the day it happened, no less than 20 teams called me and asked, dude, is this real? Can we get him? What's it for? I'm like, God, we're not there yet, but yes, it's real.
Do you think his time with the Raiders is done because that's a Raiders decision or because that's a Maxx Crosby decision?
They didn't want to do it. But he was just like, I'm not going through another rebuild.
That's significant, Brian.
Yeah. See, the thing, though, now, I don't know if he'll get as much as Micah. I don't know if that haul will be more than what Micah got. So that's why I say when I hear player and thing, but ultimately, Micah's younger.
Right.
Far younger. So I don't know if Maxx, like you said, demons and older, I don't know if he'll get the same haul or more than what Micah got.
I also think, and Maxx Crosby's a absolutely terrific player.
Yeah.
I think Micah's a higher ceiling player than Crosby. Do you agree with that? Now, we're talking, on a scale of 1 to 10, we're talking an 11 versus a 12. Yeah. But I do think it's different. Now, the one thing that I believe impacted the Parsons trade is you also had to get a contract done. He wasn't under contract, so you knew you had to work that out. Crosby's under contract, so maybe that you need to work on the deal, but you don't have to immediately get something done. He's under contract with $35 million guaranteed for this coming season. So it's a different trade apparatus. I want to open these phones. 800-636-1067. 800-636-1067. If Jay Glazer's saying it's a Maxx Crosby decision, he doesn't want to go through another rebuild, to start with, I believe he's a realistic trade target now. I think that's real now. Glazer also says it's going to cost more than Micah. Okay. Micah required 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark. Would you want to go after Maxx Crosby for the Washington Commanders? It's obvious they need help on the edge. Crosby's probably going to be the best edge guy available this year. Now, he is older than Parsons was. Parsons was 26 when he was traded.
How old is Maxx?
Crosby's going to be 29 this fall.
Okay.
So you're talking a couple years difference. Crosby's production on a terrible team, I would add, over the last 4 years, he's had 3 double-digit sack seasons. He missed some time in 24. He missed a little bit of time this past year, but you wonder if that wasn't more of a, I'm shutting it down because we're god-awful. The Commanders have the number 7 overall pick. Let's hit these phones. I want to let the callers call in. 800-636-1067. Washington has the number 7 pick this year. We don't know what that will look like in 27, right? Mm-hmm. If you look at the Parsons trade, though, the one thing that kind of has a comp to me is it was 2 firsts and Kenny Clark.
Yeah.
Washington kind of has a player in that Kenny Clark role in Deron Payne available. I don't know that they're looking to move Payne, but to come up with the compensation required for this trade, it's probably not going to be all picks, especially for a team that has already traded away a lot of picks. Mm-hmm. But if you're talking 7 this year, 27 first, and Payne, is that a deal you do?
I don't know if I want to give up. I'm being honest. At this point, I don't know if I'm seeking to give up 2 first rounders, because there are people coming out of college right now with ability. They may not be at Crosby's ability at this point, but that's much cheaper, and you could do a lot more with.
Ish, as if they had the 17th pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's start these phone lines off. Scott is in Silver Spring. Scott, Maxx Crosby, if it's real, how all in are you for the Commanders?
Not at all. We need too much depth, man. We can't give away a lot of picks or players. I mean, depth killed us last year. As soon as the injury started happening, we were done. I mean, it'd be nice to have, but nah, I mean, maybe last year would have been great, but this year, we need too much. We need too many pieces.
Okay, that's 1 vote. No, that's a hard no. Thank you, Scott. Let's try Mike in Manassas. Mike, if Maxx Crosby's available, you want Washington to go get him?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
Because it's going to send us right down the same, just like the previous caller was talking about. And I'm the one who called earlier and said, listen, I think it all starts with getting Hendrickson. He's only, 4 years older than Crosby, and you don't have to give anything up for him. You've got the cap space, and if you get him, then your second pick or your number 7 pick can be whatever you want. You can trade back. You can get another young rusher. You can look at Caleb Downs. You could look at Styles. You could look at Reese, whoever's available. But it just opens up the whole game plan. I look at free agency and the draft kind of together. You know, can they go get Pierce from Indianapolis to help the wide receiver? If they get those 2, you know, then they can start filling in and use their minimum draft choices they have this year to hit maybe 1 superstar in the first round, and then depth going after that, and they're not losing anything as far as draft picks.
Interesting. All right. Thank you, Mike. It's just crazy, especially to bring up Trey Hendrickson, and everybody says you got to get younger, faster, stronger. And the first 2 callers, anyway, this is anecdotal evidence, but are saying don't go after the 29-year-old because you got to pay for it. Go after the 32-year-old, I believe, in Trey Hendrickson because it doesn't cost you as much. And the other thing we've heard is Washington needs more elite talent defensively. This dude is an elite talent. I mean, one of the most high motor guys probably in the history of the sport, a 5-time Pro Bowler. If you're on hold, stay there. If you want to chime in, 800-636-1067. If Maxx Crosby is on the block, should the Commanders get involved? Nobody go anywhere. You're listening to BMitch and Finlay.